didn't think Tess would stoop that low, but Tess did, and now I think Stacy's in for a long mini night.
Is scheduled for one fall.
I won't say just one night.
First from over New York, weighing 272 pounds, Jindrak.
I think it's going to be a long, hard ride for Stacy from here on out, my friend.
Here comes Garrison Cade.
Texas, weighing 267 pounds, Garrison Cade.
You know, I really wish that you wouldn't interrupt Howard Finkel. You know, he's a good friend of mine.
Yes, he is.
He gets very few, seconds in the limelight these days. So please, let him do what he needs to do. But, as far as Stacy and Tess is concerned, I mean, Tess had his first example after he won back her services in the locker room, as we alluded to earlier with Rico and Steven Richards, and how low that actually Tess will go. And I have a feeling that Stacy's life is going to become a living hell very, very soon, if it hasn't already.
I won't argue with you on that point. I mean, Tess, the things that Tess has said in the past about Stacy Keibler, to Stacy Keibler, right to her face. I mean, you're right, Coach. Not a good time for Stacy. Not at all.
Well, it's been a great time, though, as of late for Mark Jindrak and Garrison Cade, though.
Well, it really has, Coach. I think it was that defining moment when Jindrak and Cade knocked off La Resistance, as you had brought up before, in that non-title tag team championship match.
I really think that put the confidence in their mind that they can really get the job done against the best of the very best. And speaking real quick of La Resistance, what a big night it's going to be for them at SummerSlam. They must face now for the World Tag Team titles the Dudley Boys. We've seen in recent weeks how personal this rivalry has really become.
Man, how about that drop kick just in by Jindrak, and now the big clothesline. You're absolutely right, Coach. The Dudley Boys and La Resistance truly hate each other. And for what has been going on between those two, those four superstars, it's all going to come to a head at SummerSlam, no doubt about it. And how about Jindrak just showing the strength?
He's so athletic. He is so strong, as is Garrison Cade. You can see Garrison Cade, he wants a piece of the action, kid.
Cade's coming in without even a tag, and I don't think Jindrak needs it right now. Jindrak's taking on both Mark Bartolucci and Bobby Roode.
You know, Mark, what do you think was going through the mind of the Dudley Boys this past week on Raw when, yet again, La Resistance has them set up with a guy who we thought was a military personnel from the States?
Did that not rub the crowd, JR, and everybody wrong? I mean, posing as a military man.
JR?
Why not? Because JR was furious, and I agreed with JR.
Oh, you really know how to get on my good side.
There's the cover, and only a 2 count.
You really
just
know
there.
how to get on my good side, don't you?
Oh, and now Garrison
Hey, kid, hey, I could call him JR, and he can come out and do the show with you. That'd be great. Maybe you and JR could do the show. Go ahead.
No, I would have said that. If I would have had one more thing to say, you would have lost it just then. It was one of the things we said.
I would have stood up and beat the tar out of you, I promise. Get back to the match.
Exactly.
Now I'm getting ticked off.
And Bartolucci trying to put the sleeper hold on Garrison Cade. A little teamwork there by Roode and Bartolucci.
You know, these two youngsters, Roode and Bartolucci, they're showing a lot of moxie, and they're showing a lot of attitude, which is something you don't normally see.
Wow. There's the strength by Garrison Cade, and now there's the tag, and here comes Jindrak. But you're right, Coach. I'm keeping my fingers crossed at SummerSlam that the Dudley Boys will take care of La Resistance. I know you are, too.
I really hope so. I really hope they can become the 17-time World Tag Team Champions, because they strive to be, good man. They strive for nothing more than being the tag team champions, and really La Resistance has taken it to the limit, and the Dudley Boys need to take them down.
And now Bartolucci and Roode teaming up on Jindrak. Some chemistry there by this young tag team, Roode and Bartolucci. Now,
you know, there are times when I watch Garrison Cade and Mark Jindrak that you see how really young that they are.
Yeah,
you see some inexperience.
You're absolutely right, though, Coach. And we always talk about it. That's the learning curve here in the WWE. Sure. Especially when you have a tag team partner to get the chemistry right, to know everybody's move before they even make it.
Yeah, and
kind of like you and me, Coach. Right?
Sometimes the learning curve, people grasp it faster than others, or sometimes it's much slower.
Hang on, there's a cover and almost a huge upset just then.
Much like yourself.
Yeah, I knew that was coming out. You know, I compliment you, and you have nothing good to say. Whatever. I'm not going to talk to you the rest of the show. And there's a big
I couldn't be so lucky.
Hang on, there's the cover. The 2 count once again, but that strength by Jindrak saves him. And now Jindrak really needs to make a tag here, Coach. Oh, and there's a shot.
See what happens when I don't say anything? It's just dead air. Just just like when you talk, it's dead
But
air.
when I throw it to you and you don't say anything, I continue on.
Right.
And move on.
You know, if
And
I wasn't
now
so
there goes Jindrak.
if I wasn't so
Wow.
excited about SummerSlam, I would just get up and walk out.
No, you would.
I would.
Wow. And there's the strength that we always talk about from Mark Jindrak. But now, Jindrak needs desperately to get to his corner and make a tag with Garrison Cade.
I don't think these two thought that they would be taken
No,
to the
not at
limit
all. I
like
agree.
they are.
I agree with you. Now,
But once again, it goes back to the fact that you need to bring your A game each and every night.
There's
you
the
cannot take a night off.
and here comes Garrison Cade. And what was that, Coach? Just like a block, just knock him down.
We call it the block bull throwdown.
The block bull throwdown. That's
Oh.
a big back body drop. And now Cade taking into both Rude and Bartolucci.
You know, speaking of A games, you better bring your A game in the elimination chamber, because if you don't, you're going to be eliminated, and it's going to be thanks for coming World Heavyweight title. No
Exactly.
chance.
Wow.
Oh my
A
goodness.
huge clothesline just then, and there's the hook in the leg, and there's no. I was going to say your 3 count,
Well, it was almost over. Should have been over.
and there comes Rude now after Cade outside the ring, Bartolucci inside the ring. Coach, who's the legal man here?
I don't know, and right now I don't think that Mark Jindrak cares. I think these two, at this point, would love to just escape with a victory.
Exactly, just get the towel.
Oh, God.
And a wise move by Jindrak, but not by Bartolucci just then, Coach.
You know, they're taking way too many chances.
Wow!
Way too
Huge.
many chances. Oh.
And now Garrison Cade on the top rope. And a monster elbow just in. And there's your 2 count and a 3 count. And you're right, Coach. Jindrak and Cade just escaped.
Every time I see him compete, I think Barry Windham. And if you think Barry Windham, you really can't go wrong.